Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to Sweetwater SoundCheck. This time out, a 4-channel vacuum tube preamp from Manley. Let's get started. Today we're checking out the Manley Force, a 4-channel vacuum tube preamp that features a high voltage design that results in high headroom and high fidelity. The Manley Force features some of the same technology that's found in Manley's core channel strip, but in this case we have 4 straight-ahead vacuum tube preamps that have been optimized for detail, for punch, and for dynamic response. The Manley Force is very simple to operate. We have 4 identical preamps inside one chassis, and each has its own set of controls. Beginning on the far left, we have a gain selection. In the low position, we have 40 dB maximum gain. In the high position, we have 50 dB maximum gain. You can also configure the Force to have 60 dB of maximum gain using an internal jumper. Next up, we have a high-pass filter, which switches between flat and 120 Hz roll-off. Then we have polarity invert. And finally, we have 48-volt phantom power. Now, each channel has a direct in for guitar or line-level signals, such as a keyboard. And on the back, we have a microphone input, and the microphone input does pass through a Manley transformer. Each channel on the Manley Force features its own level meter. That's this curved row of LEDs right here. They look great when you're tracking, and you'll have a chance to check that out later when we're tracking through the Force. Using the Force is a little different than other microphone preamps. Typically with a preamp, you set the gain by turning up from the lowest position until you find a suitable amount of gain. With the Force, Manley recommends that you start with the gain turned all the way up and then turn the control down, basically treating it as a pad to maximize the signal-to-noise response and ensure that you're getting the cleanest possible gain. What really sets the Manley Force apart is its power supply. And that power supply is configured to deliver 300 volts of power to each of the tubes, and that gives you plenty of headroom, as well as emphasizing the clarity and the detail in the signal. We have separate feeds for phantom power and for running the LEDs, so you're really getting clean power to those tubes when you're amplifying a signal. Now, the Manley Force looks like it's a very expensive box. It feels very solid, has a really thick front panel, the knobs are solid, machined aluminum, everything feels very sturdy, and it looks great, but it's really not expensive when you consider that you're getting 4 of those high-end Manley preamps in one chassis. The great thing about a multi-channel microphone preamp like the Force is with 4 channels, you can do a lot of different microphone configurations. To take us out, I'm going to show you one of those. We've had Don Carr from here at Sweetwater come in. He's got an ES335 that he's playing through a Fender Deluxe Reverb, as well as a Rivera Venus 3 amplifier. And we're splitting those into stereo using a visual sound tap delay. Each of the amps is mic'd up with a pair of microphones. We've got an AEA N8 ribbon microphone, and that's capturing a nice full, thick sound. And that's an active ribbon microphone, so it does require phantom power. And then we've got a small diaphragm condenser, the Audio-Technica AT5045, which is a smooth, open-sounding condenser. The combination of those 2 mics on each of the amplifiers is giving us a nice, bright, chiming, yet open sound. The microphones are feeding directly into our Manley Force. Phantom power is coming from the Manley Force as well. And then the outputs from the Manley Force are feeding straight into the line-level inputs on an Apogee Ensemble Thunderbolt, and from there straight into Pro Tools. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Manley Force. It's an awesome sounding preamp, so detailed, so dynamic, so responsive, yet it has a nice full rich tone as well. Very useful to have those 4 channels and a great addition to your studio rig. I'm Mitch Gallagher. Thanks for joining me for Sweetwater SoundCheck.